What's going on, folks? My name is Brady. Today I'm going to be building a burnt rustic American flag, just like this one. So I have some of my tools and equipment set out right here, but most importantly, we need the wood to build this. So let's go to the store. Howdy, folks. Made it to Home Depot. Let's go in and get the goods. We got the wood, folks. Let's go home and get to work. Alright, so this flag I already built is 34.5 inches by 21 inches, and I'm going to be building one of the same dimensions. So, you just get your trusty old tape measure out here, and you're going to want to make sure you get to 34.5 inches. Make sure it's right on the money here. Putting that little tick mark where you're going to cut, right there. You're going to want to cut 6 of these 34.5 inch boards. Alright, so we're getting ready to burn the wood here with this fancy blowtorch. But before we do that, in order to get stripes on the wood, you're going to want to split the board in half so you can get the stripes. You're going to put the stripes halfway down the board here. So this board is 3.5 inches in width, so that means you're going to want to put a tick mark at 1.75 inches. Put one towards this side, put one towards the other. 1.75 inches. So you just want to kind of turn it on. You want to light it. Make sure the flame isn't too huge. And then, flame's not too huge. Tip it up. Just go down here. Slower the better, the more it burns. Alright, so now done burning it. And it should look about like this, and you have your stripes. So now I'm going to do the rest of these and enjoy the time lapse. So now that you have your dark stripe done, you're going to want to flip it around, put the dark stripe underneath. If it touches out, comes out a little bit, that's okay. And you're going to want to burn very, very lightly this unfinished side. So you don't want to go too crazy with it. I got a little much up here, but it's okay. That still looks fine. You just want to burn it just a little bit, kind of like that, just to help bring out the grain a little bit. So next up, after you have all your wood burnt, you're gonna want to get out your stencil, get a writing utensil, trace your stencil. Draw lines like that up here. So then you can take board here and burn this side over, because that is where the stars are going to go. So what I just did here was I just put some wood glue on the backs of these boards here. Make sure your boards are the same width so that if you go to hang it, it doesn't look all weird. And I just put some glue on the backs of these, and I put them down. Make sure they're, obviously a little ways apart. And also make sure that your boards for your flag are flat. Make sure that they're even, because this is the only time that you will get to change it before it dries. So once your glue is dry and your boards are arranged and together the way they are. You want to get out your stencil. Your stencil should fit just perfectly over the area you burnt for it, stars on, and then you're going to tape it down. Make sure that your stencil is lined up perfectly with your edges, your boards, and then you can begin the fun process of taping. Once the tape is done, you get to start the fun process of painting the stars. Alrighty, paint is dry. We are finished. I think this flag looks fantastic. I'm really pleased with the way it came out. I really like the burnt wood on it. I think I did much better than the previous one I made, the original. Not to say that the original was bad, by no means. I just did so much better on it this time around. It just goes to show that the more you do things, the better you get at them. The stars came out, they came out decent. They didn't come out as well as the first one. They're a little more smudgy and not as defined. I think mainly because I used a different brush this time. But they still came out good, and I'm very pleased with the way it came out. So that wraps it up for my video. I hope you guys learned something new. I encourage you to go try this on your own. This is extremely fun to build. It was not expensive at all. It was only like $20 in materials, and it was very easy. So I encourage you to go check it out. Thanks, and have a good day.